Gentlemen, it is deeply disturbing. We as a nation cannot safeguard the dignity of those who protect us in an unsettling development that calls into question the treatment of our armed forces personnel by civilian authorities. Now, take for instance the case of paratrooper Abhimanyu Janka. A decorated soldier from India's elite 9 para has raised serious concerns over police brutality and judicial indifference. Despite multiple military and legal interventions, paratrooper Abhimanyu remains incarcerated in Jamakhandi following a series of events that highlight a dangerous trend of disregard for the rights, dignity of armed forces personnel. This incident, however, is not isolated. It's just not about paratrooper Abhimanyu. It's also about Colonel Pushpinder Singh, the senior army officer who was assaulted by Patiala Police. It's about the army major who was thrashed inside a police station in Odisha. It's about those men and women in uniform who have been betrayed. It's about the price of courage.
Senior Army Officer Colonel Pushpinder Singh and his son were allegedly assaulted by Patiala policemen. The incident that had occurred on the intervening night of March 13th and 14th reportedly occurred over a car parking dispute. Colonel Butt's family had earlier claimed that the police officers in civilian attire had initiated physical altercation. Captured on CCTV, the assault had brutally injured the army man and his son. The family is infuriated over lack of accountability.
They took him into a side. There's a video.
7 policemen took me to a side. They all punched. They made a circle around me. They punched me from all corners. Then they hit me with rods. Then when I fell down,
he fell down. He picked up his dad. It's there in the video.
my dad came to save me. After he had blacked out also, he walked somehow and he came. They pushed him. He fell on his head. They broke his hand. After that, I have several head injuries, one here, one here.
Put his dad inside the car. You will see it in the
I have
video.
put my father inside the car. They have pulled my dad. Brutally, they have hit us.
Just man lying in the car. They pulled him out, hitting him in the car, unconscious. Pulled him out and brutally kicking him.
Facing backlash, at least 5 officers of Patiala Police were suspended and a special probe team was formed. However, this is not the first time that justice has failed to protect those who protect the country. In Karnataka's Jamakhandi, paratrooper Abhimanyu remains incarcerated despite several military interventions seeking relief. Abhimanyu was caught in the trap when a police inspector dressed in civilian clothes charged at him on 5th of March of 2025. Paratrooper Abhimanyu was reportedly manhandled, taken into custody and brutally beaten. Proceedings for his bail has been inexplicably delayed despite multiple appeals. The court is set to hear the case against him on March 25th. The man in uniform with an impeccable record is yet to receive justice.